Hello, this is Deborah from Visual Arts Debz Style. I'm continuing on the video from what I was just working on. I had made some mushrooms, and in a couple of the videos I was showing how that I just get a round disc, join it together, have that shape, and that I'm making other little bits that I fold over, which makes the stick part of it, and with the glue gun that goes into make the mushroom. So this one I've painted earlier, and I started to paint one in a purple and a blue, and I was doing these leaves here. The same thing is they've got the stick, the glue gun part, and instead of the round mushroom I've done a heart shape for the leaf, and the top part is the glue gun where I've just sort of dotted and give them that effect. And I've coloured several layers with the paint because the cardboard does absorb it a lot. Now, from where I left off on the video, I had showed this butterfly I had made. So it's been on a kebab stick, so it can sort of hang where I've got it on the cardboard now, and dry when I gave it 2 coats of paint. Now, the wings are cardboard, and the body has a little bit of cardboard, and it's made up with the glue gun and cardboard legs. It seems to be quite firm. It sits nice. It's not flimsy. So I was going to try an experiment online. Not sure how this colour is going to go, but I've got some nice glittery glitter paint, and it does look a bit see-through, and I did want to keep the butterfly mostly white, but I did want to add a sparkle, and I didn't know if I would try and add a little bit of this blue. So I'm gonna get a mushroom, I think, one of the mushroom tops, and just try a bit of that blue just to see if I really want to, because I'm not too game actually trying to put it on the butterfly and not be happy with it. Well, it's not bad actually, the blue colour. I do want it light to sort of stand out. Now I also have I'll get another little mushroom top. I've got a rainbow colour here. I hadn't thought about opening. It's not got a blue in it. Well, sort of. It has a little aqua sparkle. I'm going to try a little bit of that as well. Might get a bigger mushroom so I have a better idea what it's going to look like on the wings. So this is without my brush being cleaned from the other blue one as well. So I'm going to try. So this is just coming out see-through. When I move it, I can see the blue, but what also I can see is pink. I can see pink dots. Now you probably can't see that, but I definitely don't like that. So there is a thing of maybe painting underneath the sparkle in a blue, and then the sparkle over top of it. So I'm a little bit undecided about the butterfly at the moment, what colour it might actually look good in. So I'm just going to put that aside for the moment, and I'm just going to let this blue one dry, and then I'm going to put a bit of glitter on it, and that's going to tell me what I'm going to do. I might end up with a blue butterfly. So I've got these purple ones. They've been painted. This one, these ones are a bit wet. But I want to give them a second coat before I put the tissue paper on top. So now I'm going to go and give the other one a coat over here in the red. And as I said, the cardboard does suck in a lot of the paint, and them all having a white base several times, when you put the colour on top, it makes it the vibrant colour it should be. Now I think that red was a different red from out of a tube of paint, and I've just opened up a tub of paint, so it might be a bit of a different red, but that's okay. And we'll find out whether it needs another coat. So all you need to make these mushrooms is something that's in your house, whether you've got your cereal containers, tissues, biscuit containers. Your mind might be starting now thinking of what you can chop up. It's easy, and if you've got it, you've already bought the food that's already in it. There's no extra cost to you on using the cardboard. All you've got to do is use your imagination, and you can design anything, not just mushrooms. You can see that I started cutting up other things with the paper. I've made the butterfly. I've got these spiny little plants that I've been making. The bigger one in the orange, and where I've started making leaves around it. And the other bigger piece. So there's all sorts of things you can do with the cardboard. You just think what shapes you want and go for it. So now I'm going to see what that blue is like. Oh, I didn't do a lot of purple ones. I will make some more mushrooms. So what I wanted to do was just see how many coats I needed to do with the red. So I'm going to put that aside now and just let that dry. And this blue one here, it looks pretty dry. Oh, look at that. That's a better coat. So you can see the streaks, I don't know if you can, that were on it before, and it's getting covered up with the second coat. Second coat looks so much better. Alright, that's going to sit there to dry. I'd only just done these, so they're not quite dry. This one looks a little bit drier. I'll see if a second coat will hold on to that. Yep. So second coat holds on to that. So now I can get the little fluffy bits that I wanted to put on top. And I'm just breaking up little bits. And they might not fall where I want them to fall. But I think overall you can get there and you can place them. I have a kebab stick which actually helps me go and place it and put it somewhere and space it out a bit. So I really do need to practice on getting there and ripping up some smaller pieces. So it's pretty good once you get the paint on and start putting the white tissue bits on there. It all starts to come together. Oh, there's a big bit. Anyway, we'll stick. Oh, it's not wanting to. I've done it now. So I'll leave that on there. I'm going to get some smaller tissue paper ripped up later. So that's that one. The red is sitting there to dry. The purple sitting there to dry. I am still waiting on that blue just to see what's going to happen if I add a bit of sparkle to that, whether I'm going to end up with a blue butterfly. So for now, I've got some leaves that I painted in the darker green, like these two things I was making. I've got some darker leaves and I want to lighten them up, and their shape's not totally excellent. Now I need a paintbrush that's not stuck in red, so I'm just going to dry my paintbrush because I'm not near the water, unless I can see another paintbrush on hand. Let me see if I've got a clean one. Huh, I do. I've got like 6 of them there. All right, this is a bit bigger, this one. So I've got a bit of dark green that I was liking around the edges, and even though I have coloured it already, I just want to put a bit of that colour back in there. So when I go and put a bit of light colour, it's just going to blend in a bit. So I'll just do a couple. I said a couple, but I kind of kept going. Might just do this side over here, and I'm just mucking around. I'm doing it really rough, and I'm going to add a bit of the light green to it and mix it with a bit of dark green, and I'm going to have a bit of a side colour just of a different colour. Now these is cardboard, and it's just cut as if you're making grass. We all learn how to cut grass at primary school with the cardboard. So it's the same thing. It's just cutting slits in the edge of it, cutting the leaf pattern, and it's really easy to get them into shape and make a lot of them, which is what I like to do. I have a big love of nature and flowers, and I like to be able to make flowers. So cutting leaves is just great because it's the flowers accessories. When you do a flower, you have the leaves hanging out. Now I'm just doing a bit of bright green on top. I know it looks messy, but I'm hoping to blend it and just have that colour as if it was a bit of sunshine or something hitting the leaves, and the outside's just that little bit more lighter. That's why I put the dark in, that I just wanted it to blend in a little bit. It's just for the dash of colour, something to make it look like the light is up there, that the leaves are bending. Just give that different variation of colour in there to it. And so you can see how rough and crazy I am with it, but at the end when it dries, it can look quite nice. It's not like everything has to be lined out and neat. Just blending a little bit more. Oh, picked up my thing. So I've got a bit of dark and light in that. So I'll end up going through the leaves. Also, I might do these others because these might dry in the time that I finish these other ones, and then I can show you the next step straight away, what I was going to do with them. So I've got the green again. I'm just going to give them all that little dash of green. And it doesn't matter if I hit the whole lot or not. I am just being rough with colours, and that's the look I'm going for. And they're rough looking leaves too, how I've cut them. So I'm going up the middle again with that light green. And I'll know how much that absorbs tomorrow when it dries, and how it's going to sit. And I've got another side of it. I'm just going to find where my dark green is. I've got another side of it to do as well, the same sort of colouring, the other side of the leaf as well. I'm just pouring out some more dark green paint, so I've run out of that. I'm just going to get up in the, it's starting to dry out, so I'm just going to give it a little dab so I can blend that green again. So it takes a while to do the cutting up, but once you get the cutting up part done, and it's not long before you're painting and putting some extra soaky layers in if it needs it. I find the cardboard will need it, but it's a much better result of painting it in. So I've got one more to do. Nice bright green up the middle. I'm just thinking that's where it sort of curls and how I want it. A lot of the time I'll put my colour on one side, like where the sun may hit one side and leave another side dark. But this time I'm going right up the middle. Now the other side can get done later when it's dry. What I wanted to try was I had this, and I don't know, it's a green sparkle. So while it's a little bit wet, I'm going to see what a little sparkle does to it, because I'm making something 3D. It's based on some shapes that we normally see, but these plants and different things aren't always the same shape or colour or even invented like one of them I've got there. So I just don't want it to look too common and normal. I love glitter, so I think I'll leave the sparkle on the leaves. It will look really nice when it gets when all the artwork is together and it gets a protective coat of clear. These leaves, I think, will look delicious. I think they'll look really nice because I can see the light on them now, so I know if they're actually outside or near a window or somewhere, that green is really gonna look great. Look, wow. So they're drying really quickly, so I'll be able to get the rest of those coats done tonight. So I'm going to put them aside, and I'm going to go back and think about this butterfly, and we'll probably end there, hopefully with a decision what we're going to do with the butterfly. I'll bring the butterfly over again. So I can always test, and I can always colour over again and change if I have to. It's not getting its skewers up the right way. It's going the other way. So I do kind of want it to slope over this way a bit. I might have to move them out. Pretty good for just some cardboard in the house. So I've got my little bit of blue mushroom, and I think I'm going to test it to see. I really need another paintbrush. Going in for another paintbrush. Let's get another one. Really going to test, not that clear one. So the clear one is out because it had the pink dots in it. So I'm going to have a look at the blue one that had the nice green glitter and see what that looks like. If it comes up. So that's what it looks like on the other side without the blue. It's a nice aquary sparkle. So it actually looks okay on the blue. I did want a white butterfly, but this kind of changes my plans. It does look nice in the blue. Anyway, I think I might go ahead and see what happens if it's in blue. If I don't like it, I can always change. It's a pretty deep blue, and I might just give the bottom a coat first. And I'd say I'm going to, because it's streaky with the paintbrush too, I'm going to have to give it a second coat. So I might just move these containers out of the video way here and lower this butterfly down that you can see it better. So this again, all my cutting, when I'm making these sort of things, I'm just not getting there drawing a template and cutting. I just start cutting. I just get in and I can see it and I just cut. And if it's a little bit bigger, I'll trim it up. If it's a misshape, I'll just restart another one. But mostly I seem to be narrowed in on how I'm going to do it, and it comes out good. Now that looks good. These I think I might paint black. Oh, I could paint blue, because why should I do something usual when it's an unusual sort of artwork and an unusual sort of world that I'm creating where things aren't quite the same colour and things. So I could do it blue. Alright, I'll paint the other side of this wing and we'll have a good look how it's going. So it's night time here where I am, and at the time I'm videoing, and it seems to be still drying. It's not that I need the daytime to get it dry, it's just getting really absorbed into this cardboard. So I think that's the difference. Okay, so we're almost halfway there. I will keep going painting this butterfly. I will have to let it dry and recoat it again, and we can see what it looks like on the next video. On the next video I'll also show you how the leaves are looking, how they've turned out, and how all the mushrooms, after I've done their second coat and put their tissue paper on them, how they look. So thank you for watching my video, and there'll be more videos to come as I do each artwork and I videotape it and I share it with you. So thank you for watching, and may the day be kind to you.